All right, Shalom. Stood up and giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is Brother Ariala, GMS Pittsburgh. And just to mention real fast, nothing will be uploaded to the main camp channel page, which is GMS Pittsburgh. So this is the backup camp channel, which is GMS Pittsburgh Saints, as you see below. But yeah, so as we were speaking at camp, right? Because we had camp yesterday. We mentioned a lot of different things on what's to come to America, Babylon the Great. You know, and one of the things that we did mention about, we was going into how there's a game that we play, or we have played, right? Me, myself, the brother Isaiah, probably other brothers. You know, there was a game called The Division that came out a few years back, right? Not the Division 2, but the Division 1, right? Same concept. But when you go into this the division, okay, I want to play a quick trailer. All right, the things that was going on in that video game. All right, so let's play this launch trailer real fast, and then we can dive into some scriptures. Okay.
I trained for a scenario like this my entire life. But it's worse than anything we could have imagined. We don't have much intel, and we don't have the luxury of failure. Not with Manhattan under lockdown and Brooklyn on the brink. People like me and you, we're what's left to hold the line.
Every criminal group that we've been dealing with is controlling most of these neighborhoods. Taking whatever they want, killing whoever they want, because we got nobody to stop them. Burn them! I mean, an area this size, this many bad guys, I just don't like the idea of throwing you to the wolves.
Captain, we are the wolves. These are my people. This is my city. We're taking it back.
So pretty much what you're seeing throughout this trailer, you're seeing anarchy, division, which the scriptures talk about division coming, right? You're seeing sedition among men. Matter of fact, let's jump and get that. So you're seeing sedition of men, right? Which is rebellion against the government, right? We talked about all these different militia groups that are going to be formed, you know, and the division, right? You see that group. The group that was there was trying to combat the lawlessness in the city, okay? And the lawlessness in the cities are going to be so high that no one's really going to be able to stop it, okay? But that's what you're seeing, is that these different groups, they was forming to do what? To combat all the chaos that you have been seeing in the different cities. Now, let's get this first. Rather, division. All right, so it's the book of Luke chapter 12, verse 51. It says, and it's the Lord speaking, Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ. So the book of Luke chapter 12, verse 51, it says, suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. You see? So there's going to be a division, and you can see it now. Okay, you can see the uprising, you can see the division, you know, between different classes, okay, different races, you know, sexes, all of that, you know. But how much more as America Babylon the Great continues to go down the drain, right? So one more time, it says, suppose ye that I come to give you peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. So there is no peace coming to the planet Earth. When you play this video game, right, there is no peace, okay? Because every corner you turn, you're likely to run into who? You're likely to run into a different militia group that may have, control over that area. Or you might be running around and you might see other players running around that area. And it's not like they can't kill you because they're out doing the same thing you're doing, okay? Looting, purging, trying to stay alive, okay? And trying to complete missions and other little things like that. But, bro, that's what's going to be happening in America Babylon the Great. Now, I'm not saying it might happen exactly like this, but you are going to see similar scenarios, okay? Very similar, right? So I mentioned that camp. I said, look, it's like the developers read the book in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, right? So 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 4 says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Yep. So any instrument, anything that can be used as any type of weaponry, people are going to use it. People are going to be creating weapons out of anything they can find, all right, to protect themselves. And that's what you're going to see. Everyone uprising and going to be against each other. For there should be sedition among men, invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see? So they're not going to be able to enforce, laws, to say, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. People ain't going to be going for that, right? People are going to be taking over cities or places in the city and saying, look, this is our area, right? This is the red zone, Anybody come in this red zone that's not permitted will be shot on sight, right? This is how it's going to be, Verse 17, a man shall desire go into a city and shall not be able. You don't know if, bridges could be blown up, parts of highways can be blown up, so no one can get over to a particular area that somebody may have taken hold of, right? Martial law, maybe a part of the government forces might have one particular area, and the only way they might want people to come over is by boat or by plane, for their sake. We don't know, but all these different things are going to be taking place. So if you think you're going to be trying to go into different parts of the city, nah, you're going to be blocked off, right? It says, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. And that's what you see all throughout this video game. The city's being troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. So it's going to be bad. It's going to be a lack of food, which is a famine. People ain't going to be able to eat, on a regular. No, that's going to be out. So who's going to become the next meal? Who's going to become the target? The people that have the goods. Okay? These people are going to be the targets. You are going to be the meal, especially when you start to go into cannibalism and things of that sort, So I'm going to continue, Lord willing, in this. I got to move out. Lord willing, hope it's edifying. Until next time, I want to say shalom.